Welcome back to my channel. This is Joven, your spiritual big brother, back with another Pick a Pal. I'm excited about this one because this Pick a Pal is about the blunt truth regarding your love life and whatnot, right? So the thing is, like, when it comes to people love life. Okay, I'm Aquarius, right? Go figure. And I'm over here talking about emotions and whatnot. But the thing when it comes to people love life and whatnot, I tend to be solid with giving some decent advice on anything that needs to be discussed and whatnot. And some people like to live in the world of Delulu and whatnot. And I'm just like, I know what y'all say if you say whatnot again, but that's just what I say. But if I could just provide the little, type of messages I can provide, this is really another test run, to be honest. My last video was a test run to see how the angle would go. This is a test run to see about these cars I just got, right? You will never know which cars I got. But anyway, for disclosure, some of the cars may have nudity in it, right? For disclosure, I just want people to be aware. I'm not covering anything up. So, basically, it's kind of for 18 and up. So that's my little disclosure. But anyway, with that being said, you have the choice to pick from PAL 1, PAL 2, or PAL 3. You can pause the video, take a little breather, get a snack, get some wine, and let's dine. You feel me? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with PAL number 1. I still don't know how to edit, so y'all just try to deal with me pulling the cards aside. Let me put everybody on which card is next. I'm gonna put this on there. So, pile number 1. This is for you. What do we have? Okay, so we got open yourself to love. It is safe for you to let your heart be seen. Don't be scared. So off the bat, I feel like some of you guys have been heartbroken by people. I'm getting that, some of your family members with your first bullies and whatnot. Can y'all see that? I'll put it right there. Some of your family members with your first bullies and whatnot. Also getting that you probably wasn't very close with your mom too. But other than that, I do see you guys being hurt in the past, and probably have a barrier around your heart and whatnot. And also, if you wasn't hurt in the past, you witnessed other people being hurt, and you decided that's not gonna be it. That's not gonna be my life, right? But you also blocked yourselves out from that opportunity to have those experiences for love and whatnot, right? You done closed off yourself, you done closed off your heart, your emotions and whatnot. And I know I said whatnot a lot, but y'all done closed off your emotions, and now you're scared to show the most vulnerable parts of yourself. But with the experience of life, you gotta learn how to experience it in its full capacity in order to receive the full blessings that you deserve. If you want to be loved for who you are, you gotta allow yourself to feel love and open yourself up to love without trying to make it seem like it's an ick, you know? So let's go ahead with your little cards, your tarot cards and whatnot. Told you got a little bit nudity in there, so ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay, we just cover. We don't cover her up. What we got? We have Lord have mercy. My dad's not you, super ninja. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all done carried a lot of. The first moment you see that something is out of order, you will dash away, right? The tendency to have the control over the relationships and whatnot falls in line with the fact that you're scared to be open. You probably gotta be the one in control at times too, right? It's to make sure everything goes according to the way you want it, so you avoid getting hurt, right? Avoid getting potentially hurt, but there's no potential for you if you're always in control. You gotta learn how to relinquish control over your love life and whatnot. Oh my God, I'm saying it again. It's a filler word, so gotta be able to relinquish control over your love. And I can already hear it because this is mommy talking. Nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, 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 nope. But how do you expect to grow if you don't allow yourself to be watered? And how do you expect? Like, we all want to avoid those tough times, the rain, but we always forget the rain helps flowers grow taller, right? You ever just cut your grass, and a couple of days later you see it growing fast, and you're like, you just cut this grass, and it rained for a couple of days. It's like one of those things where those down times is what build character, not the good times. But with that being said, I see you guys having this type of control over your love life, right? Um, I also feel like you guys like to, and I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but you probably like to take advantage of the situation. And I'm gonna take an advantage of it, make it go in your favor. Um, mm, it's also giving me some of y'all like to start mess because you like the little aftermath that might come up to it. So that's what I'm getting from here, and I want to try to keep this within a good little time span. But I want to make sure I hit all my points with the messages I get from the cars or whatnot. But there's a lot of weight going on, holding on weight. Um, I don't think you guys have a hard time finding love either, but it's just holding on to it. Here's the problem. Ooh, look what we got. We got surrendering and discovery. So this really reiterates the fact that I was saying in order to know more about yourself, you have to be able to let go of that control and fear that you have, and be able to allow yourself to flow. Now, I'm not saying be delulu and ignore red flags. What I'm saying is there people have flaws in general. And just because people have flaws doesn't mean those flaws are red flags. It doesn't mean they're just a part of their character. So you meet somebody that's stubborn or somebody that's, everything has their polarity. And it's just knowing what polarity you rather deal with. You know? Um you also give yourself a lot of time. You also try to give yourself a time frame, and there's no true time frame on when love develops. So you gotta I gotta stop doing that. There's no real time frame when love develops. You just gotta let it flow. Love is not containable. Love doesn't have time. Okay, so you gotta let go of that time frame. Oh, you gotta do this by 3 months. You gotta do this by 6 months. You gotta do this by a year. And I'm expecting to be married within the next 5 years. Those limitations is what makes y'all fail in love. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. So you gotta let go of that control and that time, right? All right, cool. Ooh, you got painful memories. Lord have mercy. I don't understand. This love is crazy. Ooh. So I feel like once upon a time, not long ago, y'all nasty. Y'all started singing the song, but oh wait, can y'all see this? Nah, I'm putting this up. But yeah. Oh, I hope it's not cricket. Hold up, is it cricket? Lord have mercy, it's cricket. Why y'all didn't tell me it was cricket? And I got so much space over here too. Okay, I feel like once upon a time, y'all need to be able to let what has happened gone. And you can hold people a prisoner to your past. It's not fair to them and it's not fair to you, right? Now, at first, I thought you said love is crazy. I have slight, you know, I don't know if it's diagnosed or not, but it's sometimes the words we switch. I be thinking I got like slight dyslexia and whatnot. But I feel like there's a lot of misunderstanding with how you guys approach love and whatnot. And what time is it? Okay. With this being a factor, understanding why it happened to you is a part of the growing process. So when you get a part of that growing process, then you will allow yourself to open up to love. Now, a part of opening yourself up is revisiting those memories to avoid letting it happen again. There's always say you don't have to forgive, but don't forget either. Well, no, not forgive. Don't forgive. Yeah, yeah, you don't have to forgive people, but you have to learn how to let it go, right? And but I don't believe in forgive and forget. I believe let it go, but always know. Okay, so you, yeah, I'm not the type to pull a rabbit out of a hat. What that means is if there's nothing else to pull from here, it's just straight what it is. Okay. So what we got over here? Oh, so I feel like you guys was a victim of people. What is it? That's not the word I'm gonna use. I feel like you guys were the people of taking advantage of your meek and naivety, naive, whatever, naivety. Is that a word? Whatever, your innocence, and you had a instance where somebody took advantage of your innocence, right? Not only took advantage of your innocence and your mm, naivety or whatever, you being naive, not knowing better. Um, they will form this type of codependency. And I feel like you guys went from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum as far as, being very codependent on people giving you this love that you search for to not even being open to it at all. And there needs to be a balance in between, right? There needs to be a balance, okay? Now, you gotta avoid these people who's been on the prowl and just want somebody to make them feel good about being like a quote unquote alpha and whatnot, right? And I feel like codependency has its polarity too, where it's not codependent, it's you depend on each other, but you can still remain your independent selves, right? Because you gotta you gotta give love a chance. At the end of the day, you gotta give yourself a chance. And I know y'all said, no, I'm good, but you gotta give love a chance. You gotta allow love to happen, and part of that is allowing yourself to be not in the toxic way of codependent, but in the way that push you in the line of fire, where you allow yourself to fully trust someone with your heart without them doing anything to it, right? Because real love doesn't hurt. That's one thing. Um, Real love doesn't scorn, isn't toxic. That real love grows, right? So you can still maintain your independence, of course, but you guys are trying to form a union, and the root word of union is yun, and that means one, like uno. But yeah, okay. So I feel like this codependency could be balanced, right? Almost like when you give somebody a gun and hope and trust them not to pull a trigger when they're mad. That's real love. Knowing they won't pull the trigger even though you give them the gun, right? All right, so we got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. feel like most of you guys, and I don't even think this is relating to any specific religion, but I feel like some of you guys be listening to the wrong type of spiritual folk, and it guides you down the wrong path. So you need to start listening to your heart, okay? You need to start listening to your heart, listening to yourself, listening to God, one, and stop listening to these people. Even me, you know? I'm not going to sit here and say I'm right all the time. Mm-mm. You make up your own decisions when it comes to your heart and your love life and whatnot. But just know, people will. There are the right people you meet on your spiritual path. There are the wrong people that you'll meet on your spiritual path, and you just gotta use your gift, your discernment to know who's who, right? Release your eggs. The time has come to clear your energy. That's self-explanatory. You gotta let that hurt go. You gotta let that hurt go. Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Was some of y'all involved with a married person? was, was some of y'all involved with a married person? Because if that's the case, since I said some, not everybody, take what resonate, leave what out. If some of y'all was involved in a married person, then I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. Oh, so wherever this is, y'all are feeling this could be a little bit of guilt too. Oh, and that makes sense because he walk away and whatnot, go be back with his wife and whatnot. Oh, y'all messy. Some of y'all messy. Some of y'all involved with a married person and they don't mess you up. But then again, this is giving me one of those. Oh, he promises to leave his wife. This time the third. Newsflash: they always promise. They lied. Okay. But you gotta forgive yourself. At the end of the day, forgive yourself, let it go, and move on. Find your own man. Find one that loves you, or girl, or non-binary person, individual. Find your own partner. Hey, but pile number one. This concludes your reading. I'm gonna go ahead and go to pile number two. Don't judge me. Don't judge how I picked that up. Pile number two. Okay, this is pile number two. Pile number two. This is for you. So what we got? Leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. So if you are already in a relationship, this is how keep telling me that you are letting your insecurities and your fears and doubts run the relationship, run the rampant. Like, it's almost giving me the fact that it's real life giving me that you have trust issues and you're trying to build your trust issues in a relationship, but you can't build your trust issues with the relationship because you're just going to do more damage to yourself and with that individual because you're just going to believe and have this notion that everybody is doing something behind your back, and that's not the case. You need to learn how to trust. Okay? You need to learn how to trust. Right? Because it's something, and there's this Tyler Perry song. Don't mind me. I can't sing. Well, I can sing, but not to the capacity that y'all think. But there's a Tyler Perry song. Ain't nothing like a good man. Something like it's one of and when Ella was like, I don't understand a girl like you. But no, if you have a good person in your corner, people, and I'm not gonna say damaged. That's not a good word. People who've been through a lot don't know how to treat good people when they see one, right? If you have a good person in your corner, keep them. Don't let your trust issues blind you with or confirmation biasness. Like, don't let none of that blind you from allowing the love that you deserve. Okay. Let's see what we got. Knight of Pentacles. So we got somebody who likes to provide stability and whatnot. They're a provider. You got someone that's a provider, and they'll plan for you. They really have plans for you. Oh, okay. So this is giving me somebody who's really is stable. They're very grounded. Whoever this person is very grounded. That and 9 times out of 10, they use the word. They don't use I when involving you. They use okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're about to do. They use the word we and our, not me or my, because they involve you in their plans, right? They involve you in their plans, and they try to fight for the relationship when it gets out of hand, right? They try to, and I feel like on when growing up, that's what they've seen, right? Or not only that's what they seen, but that's probably what they didn't see, and they decided they wasn't gonna be like that anymore, right? So you have somebody with a good head on their shoulders. They know what they want. They know how they're gonna get it. They know they want to provide for you. They want to do X, Y, and Z for you, right? And it's not enough for you. It's intimacy at its finest when they include you, and this is giving me one of their love languages is acts of service, while yours is probably somewhat of words of affirmation. So you need constant reassurance. And ain't nothing wrong with needing constant reassurance. But again, when you need, y'all gotta understand you love each other's love languages too. So it's not just a fall on you, it fall on them. You gotta understand their love languages, knowing that that's their acts of service is theirs, and they gotta understand that words affirmation and you need reassurance. But we're talking about we are talking about them, but we're talking about you because you're the main character of this pile right now, okay? So, on to the next. Not real quick with it. I don't like to be on here for too long. I'm real quick. I don't like putting rabbits out of the hat. Did you see? No peeking. Okay. Oh, there go that trust issues, jealousy. There go that jealousy. Thinking that somebody is paying them attention. You came in. And there go that empathy, understanding each other. Ooh, I need a nail. I need a hammer and nail because I be hitting it on the head. But there go that jealousy and there go that envy. That's just reiterating what I was saying about y'all understanding each other, one, and understanding that you see how it's only one of her, but she see the shadow. You imagining things. Now I'm not gonna sit here and gaslight you and whatnot, because you probably done been through some things. But it's not that man's fault or that person's fault, that individual fault, that woman's fault, whoever fault it is. It's not whoever that is. It's not their fault. It's nowhere near their fault. Don't let that person be a prisoner to your past. I'ma always say that. Ooh, that's my favorite phrase. Don't let nobody be don't be a prisoner of somebody else's past, but don't put somebody as a prisoner to your past, okay? So this just reiterates. I like these oracle cards because it sometimes reiterates what I be saying, and spirit be talking, they be confirming and whatnot. Okay, so we're gonna move forward. We'll move forward. Okay. Why do I feel so lost? Can y'all see that? Or do I need to bring it down? Oh no, y'all can see that. Y'all good. Why do I feel so lost? I can't talk to you right now. And oh, okay. So you be realizing you be going off the handle for no reason. Oh, you realize you go off the handle for no reason. You be feeling bad too, cause you know that person don't deserve it. You know that person don't deserve the little backlash you be giving and whatnot. And when you feel indifferent, it felt justified in the past, but when you deal with somebody who's genuine, it hits differently. It hits differently because you could say the wrong thing, the wrong time, and that could be the end of it. The end of it. And next thing you know, you're back at square one trying to find somebody who will replace that person, right? So, no, you need to work on these trust issues and allow yourself to be loved. Everybody come with their flaws. Let me go ahead and say that everybody come with their flaws. So y'all gotta learn how to differentiate flaws and red flags. Flaws and red flags. Flaws and red flags. Everybody comes your come with flaws. Your flaws is you got trust issues, but that man still or that person still stuck around. Their flaw is they're probably stubborn. Everybody got their flaws. But which flaws are you willing to work through and work on? That's the kicker. That's the question. That's what you should be asking yourself, right? So it's since you're the main character of this pal, you have to understand that if there are things you cannot take back. There are words, and words cause more damage than sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. Yes, they will. Words that no, don't nobody ever remember what somebody did. Well, everybody remember what somebody did, but everybody always gonna remember what they said too. So sticks and stones may break your bones, but those words still hit as hard as some sticks and stones, if not harder. So you gotta be mindful of what you say when you get mad. Cause I do not like the excuse of, oh, I was just mad. I was in my feelings. I didn't mean it. Mm-mm. 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 I believe when people, the only time I believe what people say is when they drunk and when they mad. When they drunk and mad, people say what they want, what's on their mind and how they really feel. So don't sit here and use the excuse I was just mad. Mm. You have walk away and problematic. Ooh. I don't know, 'cause I still feel like this talking, and I'm not gonna sit here and hold you. I'm not gonna sit here and hold you. I feel like eventually this person may walk away because it may be a little bit problematic. It may be a little bit problematic that that this is keep occurring. Don't nobody want to stay in the cycle, and this is no way of me shunning anybody who picked this, right? But be realistic. If you're gonna be anything in this, if anybody who subscribed to me, who are listening in, tuning in, if we're gonna be anything on this channel, we're gonna be fucking for real. If you was the heal person and you're dealing with somebody who has trust issues, would you or would you not walk away? Because it's problematic. So I still feel like this is geared towards you in a sense, but I don't even think it's too late. I feel like a conversation need to be had. A conversation definitely need to be had. Okay? A conversation definitely needs to be had because or you don't need to be too quick to walk away either. You don't need to be too quick to walk away. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it because eventually the little things will snowball into a bigger issue. Like how the maggots is eating the apple. The apple has fruition to it, right? But with the maggots and the worm, I mean not maggots, the worms that's eating through it, it's decaying. So this relationship has the potential to be fruitful. And as long as it still got the seeds in it, it still can be. But if it's the devoured, it's devoured. Ain't nothing like a good man. Right? So let's keep it rolling. Let your friends help you Ask for and accept support from others. Let go of let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally and worth waiting for. I'm gonna end this on a good note. I really am. I really am. I really am. If first of all, do not let your friends help you. Only accept advice from the friends who means you well. Well, I mean means you well. I mean they're not their name actually mean you well, not mean you well in hell. No, not like that. Um, they actually tell you. I feel like you do have friends that tell you be tripping at times, right? Um, but I just want to sit here and end this off as you are worth waiting for while you're healing, but you got to actually heal in the process, right? Everybody wants to say, people wants to say, quote unquote, come to me healed or not at all. When in reality, nobody's truly healed because everybody will get triggered eventually. But if you're healing in the process and this person sees growth, that's real love. So at the end of the day, you're worth the wait, but don't make people be at a standstill. Okay? Don't make people be at a standstill. You're worth the wait. You're worth the patience. You're worth the love. You're worth it while you get through whatever you get through. Right? Working through your fears and all that good stuff, right? And I feel like wherever this issue is with your person will surpass. But you gotta be able to do your part into it. You gotta learn how to meet them halfway, right? You gotta learn, stop making them walk 90% of the way and you only meet them at 10%. You gotta meet them halfway. Okay? So that concludes number 2. On to pile number 3. Threes, don't judge how I'm doing this either. I'm a good look. Pile number 3. If you pick pile number 3, this is for you, not for me. Tee. Okay. Balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Okay. I kind of like this. I really do. I feel like it just is more so a reminder than anything. Oh, gosh. This is more so a reminder than anything. I feel like there's something lacking in a relationship that needs to be addressed. There's something lacking out of one of these departments. We're gonna see. I feel like it's emotional. I feel intimacy, maybe. Whatever it is. I feel like you guys just need to get, because every relationship get off on track sometimes. They just get have a detour. But it's not the end all be all, right? It just needs to be brought back into balance. It's like one of those, what is it? Hermetic laws, the law of rhythm. Everything has its ups and downs, and I feel like you guys are just at a down period right now, where you guys are rediscovering yourselves. It's almost like shedding the skin. They're just saying that goes. Lauryn Hill said it best. Who I was last year is not who I am this year. I have to reintroduce myself all the time because I'm not the same person. So sometimes y'all just gotta reintroduce yourselves and renew yourselves like a subscription on OnlyFans, right? So y'all gotta renew yourselves, okay? So this is starting off good. This is, well, you gonna see. We have Moon. So we're gonna have some issues coming up. Oh, okay. So I feel like somebody was triggered. Somebody was triggered. Some things that was hidden in the past, not in the past, not cheating or nothing like that, But some things that was in the shadows are coming to light that is now, because I feel like you guys have been in a relationship for a while, or dating, or courting, or together, whichever category you fall in. But I feel like you guys have been together, and now y'all showing more of each other, and and, and you realizing that okay, so you kind of get on my nerves just a little bit, right? And I feel like a part of that balance is understanding that person for who they are. Oh, everybody was getting knights. Oh my god, everybody got a knight. I feel like, oh my god, I think I got some knight and shining armors. I ain't gonna sit here. I feel like you all got some nice Charlotte shining armors. That came like a flash. No pun intended. Hung like a horse. Okay. So I do feel like some notable traits has been shedding light. I feel like there needs to be more understanding of that person for who they are. So if you've been dating somebody, just realize they're an anime nerd, and they wasn't an anime nerd before. Well, they done. Well, first thing first, understand that they just started to become comfortable around you. Understand that they started to become comfortable, and I think it's more emotional support than anything. Empathy, that's the word. Understanding what each other is feeling and how it feels. It's funny because the last pal was talking about empathy too, but not in this sense. All right. Um, and I also feel like you need to be slow to react and more and ready to understand. Right. Um, for in this case, I think you guys probably hit it off real quick and real fast. But it works. You know, it works that y'all hit it off so fast. But now y'all like getting to know each other. I would say y'all was love bombing in the beginning, right? It needs to be more of an emotional balance. There we go. We have a physical aspect. We got the spiritual. Okay, so it's definitely emotional. I get that. So this definitely need to be an emotional balance, right? To where y'all not as love bombing as it is as y'all were, but y'all are really getting to know each other, and not for the physical part, but for the joy of knowing one another and seeing if it works out or not. You guys give me very much, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but we gonna see where it goes, right? It's something. I'm not gonna say it's new. I was about to lie. It's not nothing new, but it could have the potential to go somewhere. I don't know where. That depends on you. Because the thing about balance is, if you tip one little bit to the left, that it come unbalanced, unscrewed. Whew. Oh, triumph. I feel like you had your options. Oh my god, I do feel like this works though. I feel like you had a healthy dating life, right? You was talking to people, you was dating, and you decided, okay, I'm gonna pick this person, right? And it works out for y'all. It really do works. Um, I see in the back. I feel like it's something y'all can overcome. I don't even think this is like a blunt truth. I think it's more so of a reminder of this the person you picked. Now this the person you have to learn, right? This the person you gonna have to talk to and learn to talk to, and just a person that you will have to face, right? So it's almost giving me Nola Darling from She's Gotta Have It, but she didn't pick one, she picked all three. But in this case, you picked one. Why have one when you can have five, but you won't have one today? You know, so. Okay. Oh, y'all was a passionate couple. I long for your kiss. Ooh, what else? I can't promise. Ooh, I felt like there was a little fling. I felt like there was a little fling. I feel like there was a little fling that you done caught feelings for. And you wasn't, oh, you messed up. You done caught feelings, right? And now you realize you can't do this person the way you normally would do folks. Because you done caught feelings. You wasn't expecting to caught feelings. You wasn't, I mean, not caught feelings. You wasn't expecting to catch feelings. You wasn't expecting to catch feelings. And now you gotta stick to your guts. Look, because this is definitely giving me, I can't promise you anything, but I'm gonna promise you a good time. I feel like you gotta just go with the flow. I really do. And this, even if it's not a relationship, this is something I support. Just going with the flow. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're just seeing what happened. But sooner or later, you're gonna feel like, okay, now I can't treat you the way I would normally treat you, or you're gonna be like, don't treat me like you treat them. Yes, I am the creme de la creme. No love, my Nikki. Listen to that song, right? Um, yeah, this just turned to something more passionate, to be honest. And it's good. It's healthy. I don't see nothing wrong with it, to be honest. So I always have these pals where it's like one pal is quicker than the rest of them. Hmm. So you remember how I said y'all was how y'all started off, but I feel like I said, it's toxic. It was toxic in the beginning, but it's marriage material. Um, so I do feel like uh, I'm gonna stand on what I said. I'm gonna stand on what I said. These cards just reiterating what it is. If you just need a reminder, um, it's just a reminder or something, a sign that this be a sign because people was, and honestly I feel like people say, oh, you're dating more than one person at the same time, that's toxic, you're a toxic person. No, you're courting, you're dating, that's what it is, right? Now the love bombing may have been toxic, and now but I feel like you guys are gonna work through that kinks, because now you gotta deal with each other for real, for real. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. I do not like pulling rabbits out of a hat if I don't have none. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Ooh. See, this is telling me that the reason things went further than what's supposed to be is because of the type of vibe you. It's how you carry yourself, right? It's how you carry yourself, and you was different than the rest of the people, which is a good thing. It's giving me the girl in a bar drinking coffee, and it's the spotlight is her, and they're like, who is that? She's mysterious. It's giving one of those main character girls who catches a guy attention, who's used to catching girls and whatnot, or guys, or whoever you're dating, because we're gender neutral over here. But for the sake of it, because I want everybody to be seen. But I feel like your vibe is what captivated this person in the first place. So, and because you know yourself, you know who you are. And it's funny because it's like, you was a toxic too. It's like, you kind of be like, yeah, I'm toxic. And like, yeah, I'm kind of toxic. And it's almost like you accidentally fell in love. I'm not going to say in love, but you accidentally fell in like with this person. So, what else we got? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I feel like you're gonna make a decision. to pursue them. And I feel like this just happened. So you just needed something quick and whatnot, something to be like, I just need a sign to make a decision. I'm gonna tell you to go for it. I love love. I ain't gonna say here as Aquarius. I know we get a bad rap for our feelings and whatnot, but I love love. Okay. Now here's the thing. You gotta pay attention to red flags. These the signs are cautioning you. Here's the oopsie. Here's the oopsie. If they're red flags, you know what red flags are. You a very aware person, so I'm not gonna get into what the red flags could be. But if you see the red flags, you know that's to stop immediately, right? Now, no diff. Now, because I've said this with all my pals, I'm gonna say it with you too. Know the difference between a flaw and a red flag. The moment this mother start treating you less than what you are, and I feel like this is also a reminder to love yourself too. Don't get too lost in the sauce. Don't get too lost in the sauce, right? Even though this person might have the potential, don't get too lost in the sauce because if he gonna shenan once, he will shenan again. And look, you know if we're around with shenanigans, shank. Not this. I'm not enticing violence, but you know, if he doesn't treat you the way you deserve, and that's why it's important to love yourself first, or she, if she, I gotta work on that. If they, them, she, him, they don't treat you the way you deserve, and I feel like you love yourself first anyway, then drop them like a flag. I mean, again, this has a potential. This has the potential, but don't lose yourself. If you don't lose yourself into it. So yeah, this is a reminder. I feel like mental intimacy should be a part of this too. Okay. If you can't keep promises on anything, that's a red flag too. Okay. But that concludes the pick a pal, pick a card, pick how you feel type of readings. I hope you love this because I enjoy doing this. Until next time, peace out. I hate the word. Peace out. See ya. No, not see ya. Next time. Later. Fuck. Freak. Later.